YouTube, what's going on? Today is Wednesday, May 24th at 8:22 a.m. I'm gonna go ahead and record this forecast and kind of record these. Also want to record yesterday's recap as well. So we're gonna start with today since it's already kind of happening. And I'm a little bit late. So we already yesterday bearish candle. Let me get rid of everything really quick. Yesterday, really bearish move down. And today we finally did it, y'all. We finally did it. This low of 644. Is it was 66, 65, 640. Yep. So the lows have been broken. These lows have been broken. They have been collected. So we're done trading for the week. And now our bias is now bullish. Very, very bullish. So we're no longer looking for sales anymore. So today, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really looking to trade for the rest of the week. We're gonna start back trading next week. Cause it's already Wednesday and yeah, pretty much, yeah. So look like the move already kind of happened. We get a breakout below this low. I'll move up. We're gonna get this market structure shift up here. Pretty sure we got the market structure shift a lot earlier. Nah, up here. Uh, Actually, scratch that. Today I'm not really looking for a move, but I am. I'm not gonna do a forecast for today. I'm gonna do a recap for yesterday. So yesterday played out beautifully, really, really beautifully. Um, so we first started up. Entry didn't come until pretty later. It didn't come until get rid of this. Entry didn't come until, let's say, it comes to 10, I believe. It came around 10, right? Because the news came, pushed up, and broke above these highs right here. So now I draw a fib from here to here after it broke above these highs. I draw a fib from here, this candle bottom to this candle's, that candle's top to this candle's bottom. And we ended up, when it broke above, we ended up right in that optimal trade entry zone, right? So now I got two confluences because now I'm looking for a fair value gap. We're already in optimal trade entry. I'm looking for a nice little fair value gap as well. All right. So we didn't get any, I believe, on the 3 minute time frame. We got it on the one. Which is a little risky, but we got it on the 1 minute time frame. So we got a fair value gap in optimal trade entry. That was a good enough entry for me to take. The only problem was it was in London close, so I was a little skeptic just because it's like super late to take this entry. But at the end of the day, I think it's a great entry to take. I originally wanted the entry here, but I just got filled here. So no problem with it. Stops right above high right here. And then my take profit was right before these breakout lows right here, which was only 0% on the Fibonacci. So pretty good trade. Took partials about right here, 25%. Let the trade run. Now this is an exciting experience I definitely want to talk about. So when it was moving up like this right here, oh man, I had a serious lesson to learn. I wasn't afraid of, well, actually I was afraid of losing right here, right? I had a feeling of anxiety when it was moving up right here, and I had to kind of sit down and have a talk with myself. And I recorded the whole talk really, and if you want me to, I think I should upload it because it was really valuable. Um, but I was just asking myself like, why am I afraid? Like, what's going on? Like, why am I getting anxious? Because I don't want to get stopped out. Okay, why don't I want to get stopped out? I just kept asking myself why. And I came down to the conclusion that if I get stopped out, it means I'm a failure. And one thing about me personally wise, and this is why I love trading so much because it tells you a lot about yourself. I noticed that I have a tendency to hate being wrong. I have a tendency to really hate being wrong. So, when I figured that out, that the reason why I was getting anxious because I didn't want to get stopped out because it would mean I was wrong. And if I was wrong, it means I was a failure. I had to sit down and really think, why would I think that? Did I do everything correct? And I sat down and I literally list everything I did before the trade. And I stick to my trading plan. I did everything correct. Everything correct. I didn't mess up one. I didn't over leverage. I even under leveraged, brought my risk down from 1% to 0.5 just because we're in London close and the setup was so late. So I did everything I was supposed to. So why would I feel like I was a failure? And then I just realized we've been conditioned in school for so long that if we make a mistake, you're deemed as a failure. If you get an answer wrong on a test or you raise your hand and you get an answer wrong in class, you're laughed at, you're outcast, kind of ridiculed. And being conditioned like that for damn near 17 years of my life is like, or 15, or however, 14, however many years, it places a great effect on mentally because it's kind of like a sound, concrete barrier in there. And there've been multiple areas where like right here, right here, right here, I just wanted to take profits so badly because I just wanted to be right. And I just realized like, listen, being wrong doesn't make you, hold on, my alarm just went off. Being wrong doesn't make you a failure. Failure isn't made by an outcome. It's made by the actions you take. Just as greatness isn't determined by an outcome, it's determined by the actions you take before. Once I realized that, I was a little bit at peace because I just realized, listen, no matter what, if I keep doing the exact same things I'm doing in this trade every single day, like I was so patient waiting for this setup and I waited for the perfect setup. And I said, listen, I am not trading unless I get this setup today. And I got this setup. I'm not trading anything else until I get my setup today, which is exactly my setup. And I did everything correct. I followed my trading plan to a T. So even if this trade was to reverse and hit my SL, right? One, I already had partials taken already, right? But even if this trade was to reverse and hit my SL, that doesn't deem me as wrong. Just because the outcome wasn't the outcome that I wanted doesn't mean I was wrong because I did the right actions for greatness. So if I continue doing the right actions for a long period of time, no matter what, I am going to be great. It's just that simple. So I had that whole analogy to like yesterday, and man, it was like a wave of peace just came, and I'm sitting here in the trade while it's going up, and I'm smiling, and I'm just like, I did everything right today. I didn't do a single wrong thing. Like if I had to grade myself on this trade, it's an A+. So even if it comes back up in reverse and hits me out, so what? All I gotta do is keep doing what I'm doing today because it's right. And this is what a profitable trader is doing. This is the actions of a profitable trader. So if I continue doing this over a long period of time, I will be one too. And when that happened, and like when I came to that discovery, man, I gotta say it was one of the most um, eye-opening things because it opened my eyes to a lot of things in life. And this is why I like trading so much, man, because it tells you a lot about self. It tells you a lot about self, and it highlights your weaknesses very quickly. And honestly, I think it's one of the best things to get started with because, man, it just really builds you into, I hate to say it, but a better person. Because now knowing that, even in relationships, I may have the appearance of being wrong, but I just realized, man, like if I do what's right for an extended for an extended period of time, the outcome will always be greatness. Whether that's in my relationships, my career, my whatever, the outcome will always be that. No matter how many times I lose because I'm doing the right things, and I'll always have a happier life. I was just realizing that, man, it was really peaceful. It's like, man, you got to stop. And it's even in the Stoics principles. Like, you don't worry about the outcome, you worry about the efforts. And I've been constantly worried about the outcome because besides everything else, my psychology is great. I never over leverage. It's been a year since I've ever over leveraged. And I'm not talking about like if I over leveraged it was on accident because I damn near placed the numbers wrong in my lot size, and now I got magic keys, so I don't even do that no more. It's never been a year where I haven't strategically calculated my risk. It's been over a year since every single day I strategically calculate my risk. So the fear of being greedy and missing out, gone. Because I know where my setup is and I know when it's gonna happen. I know what it is and I know when it's gonna happen. And I know it happens consistently. And it's gonna continue happening consistently. So the fear of missing out is nothing. If I missed out on this trade, it was gonna be a trade tomorrow. If it wasn't gonna be no trade tomorrow, it was gonna be a trade next week. And prop firms really, this is why you got to be careful with prop firms, because also prop firms really enforce that behavior of fear of missing out on the trade. They really get you because of the time period, especially in the first challenge, because you only have 30 days. And I'm being honest with you, in 30 days, you're probably going to find maybe 5 to 7 good setups, A plus setups. And being patient for those setups is absolutely gruesome. And FTMO and all these prop firm challengers know that. That's why they have a time limit on it. The ones that don't have a time limit, I'm not going to lie, they are extremely more expensive. But I guess the only reason why they do that is because they're just trying to be different. That's it. But every prop firm has a time limit because they understand what the fear of missing out is. They understand that. I literally am realizing that prop firms are literally using each of every trader's fear in one of their like challenges. Like for example, like rule books. Like 30 days, that's gonna cause the fear of missing out. Absolutely. The drawdown limits, right? Be honest with you, that's gonna cause the fear of losing. It's gonna cause the fear of losing streaks. Because if you lose 10 trades in a row and you're not managing money properly, it's done. So that's gonna cause the fear of losing. The fear of being wrong. Like, and then also they got the metrics so you can see how good your trades was. And the most important thing is they show you the win rate. They show you the win rate, right? And I may be going over the top here, but I believe that's because they want you to see how bad you did. If you have a 20 something win rate, they want to show you that. Even if you was taking partials and whatever, yada yada yada, they want to show you that so you can go look for a new strategy and take you another month. And then you come back with that strategy and you take that trade and you fail that challenge. It's a lot of things, man, but that's how they make their money. And you can't blame them. They're not evil. Shit. I would be doing the same if I had a prop firm. But it's just good to be aware because my mom always says knowing is half the battle. So, yeah. But I just really wanted to share that lesson with you guys because, man, it was really one that was really impactful for me. And it just made me think of all aspects in life. Like today, I got an interview coming up, and I'm just thinking, okay, cool. I'm worried about the outcome of the interview, but hey, listen, all I got to do is come in presentable, have a great attitude, and have a great personality. And just know a little bit about the company. That's it. And whatever happens afterwards happens. All I gotta do is just focus on my efforts, making sure I'm looking presentable. When I got a haircut yesterday, so I look presentable. Trimmed up the beard a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just wanted to share that. Listen, I hope somebody can gain some value from this. But yeah, until next time.